everyone. Today, I will talk about global migration. First, what is global migration? Global migration is about people moving from one place to another. Moving from one place to another is a protected human right. It means every person has the freedom to move and choose where to live. This freedom is very important because it gives people the chance to look for better opportunities, safety, and a better life. Now, let's talk about the concept of migration. The first concept is migration. Migration is a change of residence that involve a complete change and adjustment for a new community. For example, a family moves from the province to Manila and decide to live there permanently. They leave their old community and start a new life in a new place. The second concept is movement. Movement is also a change of residence, but the person still keeps the same job, friends, and community ties. For example, a person moves to another barangay in the same city but still works in the same company and meets the same friends, so there is a change of address, but their life is mostly the same. To end my report, migration is normal in our world today. Many people move because they want a better future for themselves and for their families. It is a human right to move and choose where to live. By understanding migration, we can better understand why people leave their homes and start a new life in another place. It also helps us understand the experience and struggles of many people around us. That's all for my report. Thank you for listening.
International migration. Immigration, international movement of people into a destination country of which they are not native, where they do not possess citizenship in order to settle or reside. So, ang kanis, no kay, if ever mo ba, from Philippines ko mo balhan ko US, so gitawag ko og immigrate ba kay wa man ko nagpossess og citizenship. Ang immigrate is the act of leaving a resident country or a place of resident with the intent to settle elsewhere. So ang kani siya, if naka-move na ko US, gikan akong gigikanan nga country is Philippines. Mo na ang immigration. The immigrate is from the point of view of the departure. If kanang okay ra igabot nimo didto, okay ra ba ka basi ma-culture shock ka kanang mabaguhan ka sa panahon, then ang immigrate is from the point of view of the destination. Kani siya, if makauyon ba ka sa kanang ilang lugar, if okay ra ba ka didto ang ilang mga workplace, may ana, ang migrate is all about moving. So ang kani diri kay naka-final lagi nimong decision nga mo settle na jud ka ngadto sa imong destination nga imuhang napili. Mo na ang migrate. Mo na ang tulo ka immigration. So mo na ang lahi nga gitawag. So naay categories ang international migrants. First is as temporary migrants. Kanino kay kanang ang example ani kay OFW, di ba? Ang OFW kay 2 to 3 years mo na ang gitawag mga temporary labor migrants. Ang highly skilled, ang example ani teacher ka diri sa Pinas but ni prefer ka mo teach ato sa gawas. Mo na ang gitawag og highly skilled and business migrant. Irregular migrants, like ang irregular migrants patago-tago expire na bitaw imong work visa didto, then ganahan pa ka mo stay but expire na ka, mo na ang gitawag patago-tago na lang kag work. Ang refugees, ang kani sila kay a person who is fleeing persecution in her country or origin. Ang kani siya no kay like nakasa siya sa iyang country or na siya nabuhat nga crime, mo ni siya ang gitawag. Ang ang asylum, a person who move across the borders in search of protection. Kani sila no individual nga ni taka sa violence or sa serve as a discrimination tungod sa mga religious belief. Namagay mga uban nga country nga tutuokon kaayo sa mga beliefs nila. Ang forced migration kani kay forced movement, kanang papawaon ka sa imong ranggi puy-an, then family members kuan like kanang nanakay anak dito sa gawas, then gikuha ka diri sa Pilipinas. Return migrants, kanang nisettle na ka dito sa laing lugar but naka-realize ka ganahan ka mo balik sa imong resident nga imong nga or resident or country nga imong biyaan sa una, or diin jud ka originally nga ganahan ni balik ka mo na ang gi pasabot sa return migrants. Like ganahan ka mo return sa imong original nga countries, but for visit na lang, kay dili naman ka resident dito, kay ni settle naman ka elsewhere sa lain country. So the next is the push-pull factor. It is the factors in the destination country that attracts people to a new place largely because of the opportunities presented in the new location were not available to them previously. So ang kanino kay, like, ikaw taga Pinas, then nakakita kag opportunities dito sa laing lugar nga mas high og opportunities dito, or dakog opportunities dito nga wala imo nakita diri sa ato ang country, kay kanang maka-attract siya naka-attract siya sa imuha niya, kuan ka ba nga adto ka mo work or adto ka mo settle for good, kay grabe opportunities kag represent nila nga wala sa ato dinhi, mao mo settle ka elsewhere. So for example, a family moving from a country with minimal job opportunities for successful career, the beneficial elements that the new country presented encourages people to migrate there in order to seek a better life for their family. So kana maging uban ni settle sila dito kay na ay big opportunities nga nakita nila nga adto sila mo success ilang career, murag adto sila maka-gain og profit sa laing lugar, or adto sila magka nindot nga better life. Then a push factor refers to the condition which force people to leave their home. So kani kay kuan, like ang imong gipuy-an kay i-demolish, so ma-force evacuation jud ka for safety na lang pud. Then a person who would typically move because of distress, safety, natural disaster, or political conflict, like kana sa imong gipuy-an kay bahaunon or kanang mahaunon kay tanan, so ma-force movements at jigka for your safety sad. Then the place that experienced drought, famine, war conflict, and or high unemployment would contribute to the push factor that trigger for the country's residents. So kanipod sad kay like ang imong places bitaw maka-experience og mga kanang way agas nya, samok, saba nya, kanang hike ang imong place kay walay kanang permanent work, dili maka-trigger hinuon siya sa mga nagpuyo dito nga murag dili na lang mo work kay dili stable sad ang kanang work dito nya, ang mga bitaw ang mga sweldo kay gamay ra, so mauna ang uban mo migrate kay nasay nakit-an nga opportunities adto nga wala nila nakit-an sa ato ang country.
Good day, everyone. Today I will discuss the push and pull factors of migration. Migration happens when people move from one place to another, either within a country or to another country. There are two main reasons why people migrate: push factors and pull factors. Push factors are the negative conditions that force people to leave their home. These include lack of services, lack of safety, high crime rate, craft failure, flooding, poverty, and war. So these situations make life difficult. So people decide to move to find better opportunities. So on the other hand, pull factors are the positive conditions that attract people to a new place. Examples include more wealth, better services, good climate, safer environment, higher employment opportunities, and also political stability and more fertile land and lower risk from natural hazards. These factors encourage people to settle in a new factors of global migration. Why do people migrate? People migrate for different reasons. First is economic migration. This happens when people move to find employment or to follow a particular career, but many individuals leave their home country to look for better job opportunities and higher salaries. So the second is social migration. People move to improve their quality of life or to be closer to family and friends. Third is political migration. This occurs when people escape political persecution, conflict, or war. And lastly, environmental causes also influence migration. Natural disasters such as floods, earthquakes, and drought can force people to relocate for safety. Causes of migration. International migration is an important of globalization, modern communication technology, internet access, and cheaper travel make it easier for people to move across countries. Some major causes of migration include differences in income, employment, and social well-being, differences in population growth and demographic patterns, rapid increase in cross-border movement, and environmental disasters and climate change, improved international communication and transportation networks. These factors contribute to the continuous movement of people around the world. So, global migration overseas Filipino employment. Now, let us focus on overseas Filipino employment. Organized labor migration from the Philippines has existed for more than 400 years. Historical records show that as early as the Spanish colonial period, Filipinos were already working abroad. One example is the Manila-Acapulco galleon trade, where native Filipinos serve as ship crew members. So, today, many Filipinos continue to work overseas in different industries. They seek better economic opportunities to support their families and improve their quality of life. Overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, play a significant role in the country's economic through remittance.
History of overseas Filipino employment. Organized labor migration for the Philippines has been in existence for at least 400 years, based on historical accounts leading as far back as the Spanish colonial period in 1521 to 1898, during which natives manship in Manila, Acapulco galleon trades, Samonte, etc. all 1995. History of overseas Filipino employment, highlighting the organized labor migration from the Philippines has a long story spanning at least 400 years. This phenomenon dates back to the Spanish colonial period in 1521 to 1898. During this time, native Filipinos were involved in manship, like referring to manning ship. In Manila, Acapulco galleon trade, as noted by Samonte et al. In 1995. In essence, the report emphasized that overseas Filipino employment is not a recent development, but rather a deeply rooted historical practice originating from countries ago during the Spanish colonial era, specifically through their participation in galleon trade. History of overseas Filipino employment. Pre-28th century, even before Filipino engaged in overseas work including seafaring, trading, and labor migration to neighboring Asian countries. This early migration laid the groundwork for the overseas employment culture. History of overseas Filipino employment highlights that the tradition in Filipino working abroad predates the 20th century. Even before the 20th century, Filipinos were involved in various forms of overseas work, such as seafaring, trading, and laboring migration to neighboring Asian countries. This early migration are significant because they laid the groundwork for the overseas employment culture that is prominent in the Philippines today. Poverty. It leads to individuals to seek better economic opportunities and improve living conditions abroad. The desire to provide for the families and escape the hardship associated with poverty is a powerful motivation for many Filipinos who choose to work abroad. Poverty as a primary driver for Filipinos seeking employment overseas. The text explains that poverty compels individuals to look for better economic opportunities and ways to improve their living condition outside of the Philippines. The strong desire to provide for their families and escape the difficulties associated with poverty serves as a significant motivation for many Filipinos who choose to work abroad. Unemployment and low wage. They find opportunities in the country where they may find higher wage and more stable job. Working abroad enables them to earn money, supporting their families, and escape the financial hardship associated with unemployment in home country. Unemployment and low wage as a significant motivators for Filipinos seeking work abroad. It states that individuals look for opportunities in other countries where they can potentially find higher wage and more stable jobs. Working overseas allows them to earn money, support their families, and escape the financial hardship they would face due to unemployment.
Curiosity. Curiosity is the one reason why many Filipinos choose to work abroad. Tungod sa ilang curiosity, gusto sila mo explore sa new places, new culture, ug new experiences. They want to learn new things nga dili nila diri ma-experience sa Pilipinas. So, working abroad is also help them grow as a person and becoming more independent. So, because of curiosity, ma-motivate sila to try new opportunities and improve their life. So, next is common risk cause of overseas Filipino employment, abuse and violence. So, abuse and violence is a serious risk that some OFW may experience abroad. Naiuban employers nga mo treat them unfairly, physically, emotionally, or psychologically. So, this can cause trauma, stress, and fear sa OFW. Lisod din siya because layo siya sa iyang pamilya o support system. Maong importante gid kayo ang protection o rights sa OFWs. So, the next is weekend family ties. So, weekend family ties means mahimong distance or mahuyang ang relasyon sa pamilya tungod sa separation because of OFWs work far from home. Dili sila ka uban sa importante nga family events, makamingaw og makaguol sa both sides sa OFW ug sa ilang pamilya. So, communication may become limited, and emotional connection mahimong less strong. This is the one of the emotional cost of working abroad.